people get involved in your campaign. They say, you know what, I love this woman, I love what she's doing, she's fighting for us. This is John Villarreal reporting for Conservative New Media.
Conservative New Media peeps, what's up? It's me, John D. Villarreal, and Paula Villarreal right there for Conservative New Media, and we are going to talk about this Meg Whitman explosion, if you will. And I say explosion because it's been a media explosion. We'll talk about if that's deserved or not over this whole situation with her housekeeper, who was legal, not legal, what's going on, dueling press conferences, polygraphs, people willing to take polygraph tests, the whole 9 yards. Now, we're not even going to get into all the facts of it because they change by the minute and it's very, very silly. Needless to say, the allegation writ large at a high level is that Meg Whitman knowingly employed an illegal immigrant or undocumented worker, whatever you want to call her, for 9 years as her nanny in the home, and that she supposedly knew this and didn't pay her certain things, and now Gloria Allred is, the super lawyer there, who's a big-time liberal, is supporting her, and the LA Times is running with it and all that type of stuff, and the whole thing's exploded. So, what do we think about this? I think the whole thing is ridiculous. I think it's a total distraction. I don't think any serious person in California at this time, with the economic crisis that the country is in and that California is in, could care a whit about this. Now, it's easy to focus people on the scandal. Yeah, that's what people, they like the little Dancing with the Stars and scandalous and that, whatever. Nothing against Dancing with the Stars, but I'm just saying. The popcorn stuff, the fluffery, Jersey Shorts. I like some Jersey Shorts, but it's silly. It has nothing serious to do with this campaign. Let's review. Meg Whitman is a billionaire. Do you think that she cares about paying someone this amount of money versus that amount? Maybe so. Maybe she's one of those billionaires that stuffs money under the mattress or something like that and picks up a penny off the sidewalk. My dad, who was second generation here in this country, he made some decent coin towards the end there, and he liked to pick up pennies off the sidewalk because he grew up dirt poor in the barrio of San Antonio with his family and stuff like that. And single parent household there after his dad died when he was 1, and the guy learned how to save a buck and a penny. So maybe. Do I really think that? No, I wouldn't bet it. So basically this is all, in my opinion, personal opinion, a smear attempt. It's very coordinated to try to make Meg Whitman look like an uncaring blank, I think we can fill in that word, right? And make her scary to the voters out there. Now, there's a lot of reasons you might not like Meg Whitman. And you can speak on that, and we've, tried to analyze the situation and stuff. We support Meg, we're going to vote for Meg, the whole 9 yards, but we've said there's some problems with that campaign and the tactics and stuff like that. We've been very upfront about that, and upfront about the fact that we believe, in our personal opinion, that Jerry Brown won that first debate. So we're legit on this. But this is an idiotic situation. And it's very interesting to me that all of a sudden, immediate explosive allegations and very, in my opinion, coordinated media explosion with the LA Times, stuff like that. I mean, I love the way the LA Times just ran with this so fast, stuff like that. I mean, that was very interesting. It doesn't surprise me that there's this potential coordination here, whatever. And look, reporters are out to get great stories. I get that. This did blow up, so maybe it's the chicken and the egg, right? But would it have blown up if there wasn't a receptive reporter to running with this story? People that did want to. Now, I have some friends from the LA Times, and they're really, seem cool to me. And I say friends. I mean, we've seen them at events, and maybe they're on my Facebook, whatever like that. No, not well. But, some few people that we like at the LA Times, whatever, but it's just like, it just seems to me that in this cycle, the LA Times is all too ready to run with the slam Meg Whitman, slam Carly Fiorina story. It just seems like they are all too ready to run with the story. And why might that be? Well, that might be because, in my personal opinion, that, they don't like that Meg Whitman said, we don't need newspapers anymore. That Meg Whitman is, in some people's terms, has airdrop money. I've even said that, right? On this campaign and whatnot. And so, it's a liberal press and it's a liberal state. So that doesn't really surprise me. Now, what should you think about this? Well, look, dude. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if Meg Whitman owes this woman money, pay her the money. Whatever, I don't care. Mileage, whatever they'll fight. Pay her the money. I don't think that's an issue. Is this a campaign issue? In my personal opinion, absolutely not. Does this talk to Meg Whitman's immigration policy? Not in my opinion. Now, I will say that I don't fully agree with everything about Meg Whitman's immigration policy. It is very close to mine, but Carly Fiorina has adopted the JDV, in my personal opinion, has adopted the JDV, because we know they watch closely our stuff. There's no question about it. And I came out with this first. The JDV immigration policy, which is like, dude, we need a strong guest worker program. You know, cracking down on employees. Look, it's like this. You secure the border first. Step one. That has to happen. You have you let anybody and everybody in here that wants to come over and work, that can get a job, whatnot like that. You just track them. We don't want the terrorists in here. We just don't know who's in here. We want everyone paying their taxes and stuff like that. We can talk about passive citizenship, all that. I'm down with all that. You know, you want to pay some money, you want to do some service, whatever like that. You want to make sure that the people don't, you know, jump in line ahead of other folks, but you don't want to break up families either. So I don't think anyone has a problem with people staying here if they want to stay here. I don't think most people want to stay here. Some do, some don't. And, you know, but just pay your taxes. Don't blow anything up. If you commit a crime, you're getting shipped out, and we should have a deal with Mexico where it's not just you go across the border and you're free to go. No, you're going to prison in Mexico. And if we need to build the prisons, we'll do it because it's 10 cents on the dollar for doing it there than it is here. So, I mean, you know, and I also think we should be helping Mexico with military assistance, whatever they need, to get a control over this narco drug war over there that's like totally out of control. And as Carly said, and I agree with her, you know, Mexico right now is pretty much a failed state. I mean, you're talking almost 30,000 people have died or in this drug war. It's out of control. So look, in the grand scheme of things, with budget deficits, with craziness going on, this is nothing. And at the same time, I mean, maybe Meg found out she was illegal, maybe she didn't. If you've had a relationship with someone for that long, I know people, you know, look, it's California, right? There's 12, 15 million, you know, people here, whatever like that. I've heard stories and whatnot. You know, people are nannies all the time. People come over here, they overstay a visa or whatnot. I mean, from all kinds of countries. Eastern Europe, you know, Middle East, whatever like that. You know, family develops a relationship with them, and what are you going to do? So, I mean, this, to me, is complete circusry and silliness. Now, we've linked to the Mark Levin radio show where he was interviewing Gloria Allred. I thought it was hilarious and very funny. But to have this, you want to vote against Meg Whitman, plenty of reasons to vote against Meg Whitman. This, in my opinion, is definitely not one of them. It's totally silly. It's gotcha politics, in my personal opinion, with the liberal press and the rest of the whole situation there. Paul, what do you think about this? What's your take?
Well, my take is this. Look, I don't know what Nikki Diaz, that's the Meg Whitman housekeeper, I don't know what her deal is. I know Mark Levin really got into it with Gloria Allred. I thought he did a great job. I think what you said is true, though. While this is a non-story, the timing is suspect, and the LA Times and other liberal media outlets that don't want Meg Whitman to win, they were all over it in a heartbeat, and that's you know, that's questionable.
It's questionable to me. I want to know what you think out there. Do you think this is suspect timing? What do you think about the LA Times? What do you think about whose side are you on? And do you even care? Are you like us where you just don't care at all? Tell me right now. Hit me in the comments below. Subscribe above. I am John. That is Paul. We are Conservative New Media, and we will see you next time.